Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to do these golden brown inspired polygel nails step by step. These are perfect and really unique for the Valentine season, so I hope you enjoy. Really quick before we get started, I just wanted to share some quick product announcements. If you didn't know, I do have my own nail brand. These are the products I use in my videos: polygels, gel polishes, brushes, so on and so forth. And we do have 60-gram tubes for Wispy Peach now. These are double the size, and this is one of our most popular polygel colors. She is the perfect neutral shade, and this is the shade I'll be using in this set today. There are individual tube options. There are some bundle options with brushes, so check them out. The link will be in the description, and as always, you can use code YouTube to save. Second quick product announcement is I've added a bunch of new Valentine's Day bundles to our website, from polygels, gel polishes, to bundles that mix and match all of them. There's a few that include the Celestial Love Art Gel collection, which is our full Valentine's Day collection. This is like an astrology-inspired theme. The art gels have a thicker consistency, and they're really fun to work with. There's some solid colors in here. There's some shimmers. I actually did a Nightmare Before Christmas polygel set that I'll be sharing in my next video with these art gels. So here's some swatches. This is one of my favorite shades, Lunar Gaze. It has the most stunning shimmer in it and like a milky white finish. These products are also available individually, and the full collection also includes a free art gel brush for easy application. So these are a thicker consistency like I mentioned, so they're not like a gel polish, but they can be used as a base. They can be used for line work. They can be used for 3D art, for texture. They can be used for so many different things. They're also really good for shading. They're super buildable, and like I said, my next video will go into more detail about that, but I wanted to at least reshare the swatches here. So here's the full swatches for this collection, and like I said, we have a bunch of mix and match bundles. All the details are in the description, so you can kind of see the different levels. I've curated them across different collections, so if you've been interested in products from like a Halloween collection, the Art Glass collection, Sugar Plum Fairy collection, this is a great time to kind of mix and match those based on the products I've kind of curated from those. So I included Rosette Pain, which is a jelly color from Art Glass. I included Crystal Ball, which is a cat eye from our Halloween collection. I also pulled some different polygels, so I included Coquette Blush, Pink Essence, Desert Rose, also perfect for Valentine's Day. I included Fairy Tears, which is from our winter collection, the expanded version, and then from our original winter collection, we have Aurora Petal and Rose Solstice. The bundles are available through January and all of February, and then after that, they are gone or until supplies last, so grab them while you can. So let's get into this polygel set. So I'm starting off with my nail prep, so I always start by pushing back the cuticle very gently. I like to use a cuticle pusher, and I like to try to get into those corners as well as I can. I also like to use a 240 grit sanding band. This is a very fine grit sanding band, and I'm using this at a low speed, about 4 to 5 RPMs on the natural nail. We're just using this to remove the shine and any remaining cuticle, so we're keeping it minimal. And then I like to dehydrate with Young Nail Swipe. This is like a mixture of acetone and alcohol, and I don't know what else they put in it, but I find it works really well. So it basically helps remove any oils and dust, so your nails are pretty much dry, and so the products stick better. And these are the nail tips I'm using today. These are the Lucky Fairy nail tips from Amazon. I will link them in the description, and I like to use Young Nails brush on glue, and then I just hold down for about 10 to 15 seconds to make sure they're nice and secure. I also like to hold at the sides. Your nail tips should fit comfortably from sidewall to sidewall. You can always file them down if they're a little bit big on you. Then I'm using that same fine grit sanding band just to remove the shine from the plastic nail tip and make sure everything is nice and blended. Again, we are keeping this minimal. And these nail tips from Amazon, I notice sometimes they have a hard time sticking to the nail even with the brush on glue, so you can always etch the inside of your nail tip a little bit with your sanding band as needed, just to rough it up. I think sometimes the plastic is just too smooth. And now we're just reshaping everything. I just want to make sure I have a nice almond shape and that the edges and everything are kind of tapered in as needed. I'm brushing off with some alcohol both underneath and on top of the nail. Once that's dry, I'm using Young Nails Protein Bond. This is a primer that goes on the natural nail. It helps create an anchor for your base coat and everything to stick, and then I'm using my base coat. I'm really excited to share that I am using my brand's base coat in this video. It's not available just yet. I'm really close to finalizing it. It's going to be a clear rubber base coat, and it's so amazing for retention. You can also use it for other things like Gel X or structured manicures. I've been testing it forever, and it is really, really good. So I'm excited to release that in the near future. I'm getting my polygel brush ready. This is also the medium polygel brush from my brand. It has a bigger brush head, and it's kind of tapered at the edges. and has a denser base. I'm using 70% isopropyl alcohol, and of course I'm getting my 60-gram tube of Wispy Peach open. So it comes sealed like this, and then here's what the color looks like. Here's a quick swatch of it just on the thumb so you can see. One thing I love about our polygel is it doesn't have that grainy texture that you see with some polygels, where it's like you can kind of see the acrylic powder. And I absolutely love that we don't have that, because for me it just kind of gives it a cleaner look. I design my polygels based on what I prefer, and for me this is kind of the look that I prefer. You know, I don't want to see texture when I'm taking photos or videos, so for me personally that's just my preference, and I feel like it gives it a really clean look, and the base just looks really nice, especially when you photograph and take videos. So we're just starting with our application here. So I'm using one bead and I'm just tucking it into the cuticle area. I'm using a patting and dragging motion. You can even swipe backwards as needed. Today's video is a pretty quick video. This was actually a set that I did for a wedding, so I was very rushed. I can't tell you how many nail sets I did that week, but I was kind of in a rush, but I wanted to film some of it. But my next video is going to be more in depth, but you know, we're just kind of using the patting and dragging motion and fitting everything to the nail tip. I'm using a bead of about this size, and if you do have excess, I'll show you here how you can reuse that on another nail. But we're just tucking into the cuticle area. You always want to work below it and then work your way up, and then use the corners of your brush to help make it as flush as possible. You want to make sure you're covering all the sides. You want to make sure you're cleaning up the side walls as needed as well. Using a bigger brush really does help. I think it helps make your application smoother, and it's just a lot easier to manipulate the product. And here's where I was showing that you can use excess product on another nail. So this isn't enough to cover the entire nail necessarily for like a full coverage, but I've had people ask me, like, you know, can you do like a more transparent or natural look with this color? And you can. So if you wanted to do like a thinner layer like I just showed there, that's a great way to do like kind of a more transparent or a more natural look, though I think this base looks natural in general. And we are skipping over shaping today. Like I said, I was kind of short on time with this video, but the next video is going to be super in depth, like how to do a fill in detail, nail art, shaping, all of that. So stay tuned for that. But here's the nail art. So I'm doing kind of like a lotus design. So I'm using this gold chrome gel and a 12mm brush. You want to start at a point and then kind of flick your brush out to kind of get the more curved sides, and it's just about kind of making sure there's kind of that sharp point. And then kind of the same thing for the leaves, the branches, kind of the stem. You're basically using more pressure on the sides and then bringing your brush to a point. So it's just kind of about learning to use different pressures with your brush, different parts of your brush. You know, I'm using the point of my brush to get kind of the sharp point, and then I'm pressing down harder to get the more curved sides. And then the brown I'm using in this video is our Cozy Burrow gel polish from our expanded winter launch. This is like a really shimmery, dark brown. It's not even kind of shimmery. It almost has like a metallic finish. I'm using it for the French tip here as well. I'm doing kind of a V design at the French tip. This was actually for a wedding that I attended. So I was kind of trying to incorporate like subtle South Asian inspired details, but so the V is kind of like a little bit more meant to emulate that. And then of course I'm adding the gold details and then the scalloping on top of that. I really just wanted to use this Cozy Burrow gel polish. We had just released it at the time, and I really wanted to include it in this set. I think it looks really, really nice with the gold especially. Now I'm kind of doing this medallion design, kind of the same thing. You know, we're just kind of creating this pattern with points and curved lines, and then I'm filling it in with Cozy Burrow. And I'm top coating that. This is the most satisfying part, just top coating and seeing how everything comes together. And we're basically repeating that for the rest of the nails. So I did the same design on the thumb. I'm using Cozy Burrow to fill everything in. I'm starting in with less polish and then adding more as needed, just because I didn't want to flood or accidentally go over the chrome lines. But I really love how this flower, this lotus design turned out. I feel like it looks so dainty and elegant. And this was kind of a different style than what I'm used to. But I'm really glad that I got to try it out. And here's the top coat. And the thumb, of course, is matching the ring finger. And then I did do the other hand, but I didn't film it. Like I said, I was in a rush. But I still wanted to put this video out here, let you all know that we have these bigger tubes now and kind of show you this different style of design. I'm repeating the same kind of French tip design with the V on the middle finger. Once it's cured, I'm adding the gold chrome. You could even do like an isolated chrome, but I didn't want to go through that whole process, so I just used kind of a gel liner from Amazon that I ordered. I can't even remember the brand. I think I just picked whatever one I could find, and I repeated that design, you know, the cozy burrow and the gold chrome on all of the nails. And that's pretty much the last nail for this set. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Be on the lookout for the next video and more Valentine's nails soon. And like I said, you can shop our products through the link in the description, and I'll see you in my next video.